Okay, here I am. I was trying to just see if I could approach her without roping her, but I think I'm gonna probably need to. Like I do. And I'm just watching her response, her reaction. That's a little better than trying to bail over. It wouldn't take much to get her to try to bail over and hurt herself. And I found if I can, it takes me a few times, if I can kind of just float this rope up high and just drop it down on her instead of having it come right at her, she's less apt to get too bothered. She get bothered for sure, but so I got the wind blowing in my favor this way, so that's a good thing. So that's kind of how I wanted to do it, and it worked out pretty good. Didn't take me too many times. There. There we go. Good for you, little girl. Good for you. Yeah. See? There. So it takes what it takes, right? Meaning that she'll finally, some with time, get to a place where it'll be less and less if I am consistent in my release, when I ask, how I ask, all those very things, which I have been. I've been pretty consistent. Wary, wary, wary. Wary, wary, wary. Yeah. It's all good. It's all good, girl. All good. So I try to ask with less If I can get away with less, always, always, always ask with less if I can get away with less. If I can't, then I do what it takes, which means I got to do more. Good. Good. So we skipped a day. We didn't work her yesterday. Don't know if that makes any difference at this point, but it might. That's pretty good. See, and what's scary to her right now is when my hand comes up to pet her, see, she sees that halter on my hand. It's just something else to be wary of. Yeah. I'm just allowing that halter rope to rub up against her nose. So I'm just going to try and pet her with it. There. There. Yeah. There. There, that was much better. I'm doing all this one-handed at this point because two-handed must be too much, and I don't want to start a fight with her, so like that. And then I'll just work my way one step at a time until I get the noseband over her nose, where I get the adjustment, and it's quite a challenge doing it one-handed, but it's good. It works. And then we keep working for something. Yeah, just go back to petting her, see?
That resembles a little more like the normal way of putting a halter on, where I don't have to do that. But this is all she'll tolerate at this particular point, so that's what I do.
She's trying. She's really trying. So I'm just over here, you can't see it, but I'm just trying to scooch that halter up, adjust it, and tie it again, one-handed. And be smooth about it. Just be as smooth as I can be. She's letting me so far, so that's pretty good. It's just got mane hair in the way. Here we go. That's pretty good. Kind of got it tied after a fashion. There, good. The enemy of better is best. I've heard that, and I got it better. I'm looking for best, but maybe I ought to just leave it. I think it'll hold. And she's doing good, so. So I went right to it. Of course, I was holding her with the neck rope, but she did feel a little bit of pressure. We'll just kind of try to resume where we were, get her reacclimated with that halter again, just because again, I'm feeling of her right now. Where's she at with that halter? Just because we ended pretty good the other day, it doesn't necessarily mean it'll start there. In fact, most of the time it never starts there. It starts behind, and then you got to catch up again, see? There. So, over here, good. And over here, good. See? She's doing that really well. Good. Good. No scary stuff there. She knows that's over there. She seems to be good. Once you get it over her head, she seems to be pretty good about it, which is surprising, but go, draw. There. So I'll work at trying to get this neck rope off in a timely fashion so that we can just kind of work off that halter, because that's where we did end up last time. And she seems to be responding okay to it, enough to where I could help her. There we go. Right here. So come back over the top of her neck where she's comfortable, and then try to grab it. I'll use the halter rope. Help her face me. I got my hand under her blind spot there, so that's where she gets troubled. Fish my halter rope out of here underneath so that I have it. I got quite a bit of halter rope here. So I got that cleared fairly good. Back here. So it's about, I've learned sometimes you just got to think your way out of it. Doesn't always work even when you're thinking your way out of it, but you're trying to get So I went underneath her chin and over her ears. And she tolerated that, so that was good. Again, I'll put it on a corner, meaning I'll just bend her. And when I say put it on a corner, it's just bending, but it's almost kind of like a sharp bend. So they feel that. So they feel that halter earlier on, and that she'll give to it. But before she ramps up any kind of so she doesn't get too fast. In other words, I'm trying to ramp it down before she gets too fast and bend her. There, good. Just so she can feel that nose band and that halter on the end of it, and that she knows that she can, when she comes off that pressure, it goes away. That was better, see? And she's telling me it was better for her. See, I knew it was better, but she's telling me, yeah, that I got that. I kind of got an understanding of that. So I don't want to surprise her with this halter rope, and I'm not. But that's the idea, is not to surprise her when she gets worried and panicked. Again, she can come off of pressure, and she gets a release for coming off of pressure, and that's that consistency I'm talking about, over and over and over, forever. For the life of her. Through and through and released. Yeah. There, good. Come on up here. If she gets stuck with this halter rope, I'll just take her slightly off balance there. Same thing over here. That's a good girl. I'm watching that hip too. Because if she gets really troubled, she could turn her hip to me and kick out. She hadn't tried, but it's there. And I try to not put coils in my hand, little small coils on this lead rope. I try to fold it back that way if I'm trying to take it up, just because if she gets away and a coil comes tight around my hand, it could be dangerous. So I try to watch that the best I can. So right here, I'm just trying to work my way back so I can rub on her more and more and more so that she'll tolerate me inside in this close proximity in her bubble here. That's basically what I was thinking about today, because got to be able to get closer. And if I just get just a little weird about my hand as I'm stroking her, and it goes off sort of course, that could startle her. So I try to let her know that it's coming down there so that she's not startled. And I'm trying to put myself in a safest spot as I can, not directly in front of her front feet, and I'm looking at her hip behind me, and I have her head bent a little bit to me. So hopefully I'm trying to set myself up not to get hurt if she gets scared and does something silly, to protect herself. Right there's the bend, there's the hindquarter going away from me, and then we just resume. And again, all that work I did when I was on my horse, on my saddle horse, was trying to get her to yield those hindquarters away from me most of the time, so that I could have something going on when I was afoot here. So I just try to come in and see how much, just slightly, a little bit more, more careless. Meaning I'll just kind of go in there a little bit, and if she gets troubled by it, I'll try to hang in there until she stops her feet, or I'll just back off and do less. And there'll be a time where she's just going to really enjoy this rubbing, because I'm trying to do it in a way that maybe her mother might have done it before she lost her mother. I think she was orphaned at 2 months, so she didn't have a whole lot of time with her mother, but enough. I go a little bit to the opposite side, but mostly I stay on this side with my hand. But I'll get over that mane with my fingers there, and because I could scare her right into me. She get away from my fingers there and just get really startled and just jump right in the middle of me. So I don't want that. So I got to work into that incrementally, just slowly. There, release. There, give her a sec. That's pretty good. You know, I'd like to come in with the coils of my rope and rubber on that, but it would just be too much right now. But that's the next phase. If I could get to rubbing her all over with my hand and such, I might be able to get in there with my coils of my rope, my last rope, and just rub on her and get her used to the sound on there. But that's way too much exposure right there, right now. You know, and some little weanlings that you'd have that you might have raised around in your place, even though you hadn't caught them and stuff and you're doing this process, it might go a lot faster just because. But she hadn't been. She was out in the wild. And so she didn't have any kind of exposure at all with people, really. Except when they loaded her, I guess. Too quick, too quick, too quick. There. See? Come on out here. Come on out here in the sunshine. So now I'm just meeting her own pressure. I'm not trying to pull her. You see the rope is taut, right? I'm just kind of trying to even my pressure with her pressure. That's how much pressure she's putting on. So I'd like her to come off that pressure. Of course she's not, so I'll do this. I'll get a little active there, make it difficult, right? She might go back, and I'll have to go with her. And we'll do this. There. Same thing, pressure. Just enough. I'm not pulling her. Like you saw me kind of pull on that last rope around her neck after I got her given to me. But I wouldn't pull on this halter rope at this stage of the game at all. But she needs to come off of that. There. Same thing there. Good. There. There. Good. Yeah. Little by little. Little by little. Yeah. And even if I lean in with my body, which, you know, it's I can feel it. I'd like to be able to lean anywhere I want, but at this stage of the game, I got to be aware. She needs to shed off all this old extra hair. I'm craving just to brush it off, but she'd look pretty without all that extra winter hair. Now I do need to go over to the other side and do this, but right here is where people are going to catch them on this left side. Catch her. So I'm just trying to prepare her for her future here, when somebody else might want to catch her, and when I want to catch her. So there was a little pat there. See, I've been just stroking her, and I did a little pat after the stroke, after the rub, and that troubles her, see? So can you imagine what those coils might do? And then eventually after the coils, maybe I get my lead rope up there, or maybe get a flag and rub her with the flag, but those are all the things I'd like to get done at some point with her to get her way better about things, but we'll just start here with my hand. I might just hold and wait. I might. There. Part of it was just she scared herself with that sound, but these panels banging and things. So that is a scary sound. She hits those panels, it makes a big old clang. But I like the way she's feeling of that halter. I like the way she's feeling of that halter. She knows where it is. Good. Good. There. That was called a corner. I put her on a pretty sharp corner right there. Just the different stuff of this, just those movements there. There. Get out. Pet her. Release. Release. There. There. Release. Okay. Corner. Bend. Release. Just over and over. And she's really coming along with all that. That part's good. That, I mean, without that, I couldn't be doing any of this. There, that was nice. So I'll give her a place to go between me and the fence. There. Yeah, good. Nope. Somebody lost it. What's that?
I'm assuming she's too stressed out for a carrot.
Yeah, she is. That would just distract her what we're doing here. At the end maybe. So I'm just gonna reach. I'm gonna reach again. There you go. There you go. There. So it's just getting, that rubbing is just getting just a little bit more direct, and she's tolerating it. If it didn't, I'd just go back to being real light. And that's a lot heavier than I was doing before. And see, she's getting okay with it. Hey. There. That was nice. She wants to let down so bad that she can't hardly stand it, but she just won't allow herself. That's okay. She will. See, I went way over there, petted her on the opposite side. I had to progress there, though. There. There. There we go. Woo! Got hair everywhere. So we'll give it a go on this side and see what happens. Just not as good, but that's okay. See all that head bobbing and head coming up and down? It's just her trying to think if it's going to be okay or not. No quick moves. So I get around her nose too quickly and get out, but I'd like to, you know, put a paste wormer in there at some point, give her a little worming. And so she's got to be good with that. And we'll just work incrementally into that as we go and get her comfortable around that. So just prepare for the future, everything that we wanted to get done with her. Got to pick up her feet. She needs trimming. We'll get there. That's good, girl. See, I'm helping keeping those flies off her face. That's when those horses get lined up head to tail. That tail of the other horse just keeps those flies off their face. There. You know, I did this a ton. Every day I get her haltered, I get up here, I do this a ton, and it's going to take tons and tons more. In other words, so many more repetitions doing this for a long time. So, that's good. You see how it's paying off, so it's not like we're wasting any time. See, if I get them better about where they're at, then and only then can I progress to where I want them to be. Because I am in a hurry in life to get things done. And fortunately, I say fortunately, horses don't work on that at all, and it forces me to get with them. So I have to do this, because otherwise it wouldn't work. And it teaches me patience. And she just gets better about things. I'll let her do that, and I'll just start over. So I moved a little bit too fast there, towards her shoulder. And she says, I'm not comfortable with you there. Up there by your neck, I'll tolerate, but don't you get back by my shoulder, because I think I got to leave. Hey. Hey. Roll her over once again and release and start over. Roll her over. Can't do that. I got about another 20,000 to do, so I might as well just keep doing it. I went to her shoulder. You couldn't see it, but I started on her neck, and I just kind of incidentally just grazed over her shoulder and got out just to see where she was at. She flinched, but she didn't flip out and run off or strike. There, I did it again. Did it again. I'm starting up there where she's good, and then I get down into no man's land and get over there for one split second and get out. There. Stay a little longer there. Good. That's a good girl. Hey, coming in. Coming in hot. There. Hey. We'll work on this shoulder too, so I'm not going to go right to the shoulder. That'd be crazy. Hey, here and there. There and there. There, there, there. There, there. There. Okay. All this loose hair is making me itch. Don't want to stay in too long. I almost stayed in too long, really, right there. Right here on her shoulder. Out. Okay. Okay. See how I reached for her back, and she said no, but I got to get to her back, see? So I got to work my way progressively to her back until I don't have to do that. There. Now she has let me touch her back before, but see, the way I approached it the last time didn't feel too good to her. There. There. come over here. Revisit this side. Okay. And I'll slow it down, roll her over. Start again. There. 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 All that stuff. Yeah. There. She almost reached for me there, mentally just said, yeah, go ahead and do that. I kind of like it. Back over here. Back over here. Back over here. There. That's good. Back over here. Hey. I don't think she's ever, those girls been working off that left hip. I don't think that anybody's ever worked off a right hip loose. So this is new territory. That was just on her back, so she said, no, that ain't gonna happen. Not yet. Hey. There. See, and I reach my hand up there. That's why I kind of make it obvious I'm reaching up there, because I want to be able to, I don't want to sneak. As soon as I don't have to sneak, I don't want to sneak at all. There. That's what I mean by careless. It's just, when I say I'm being careless, I'm just trying not to sneak around her. I got to do what I got to do to get around her, but I'm trying to get a little more bold with her and tell her that it's okay, that I'm okay. It's okay. She's okay. Okay. There. That's good. That's good, see? That's good. See, I reached with the other hand, and that was like, what are you doing? I don't understand that. I'm going to protect myself. I reached this way. It's coming. She knows it's coming there. That's good. right over her muzzle. That was good there. Over her nose and her nostrils there. Yeah. See? Yeah. Come on. Just enough pressure. Notice I got the rope tight. I was trying to meet whatever pressure she was offering me. No more. And then drive. And right here, I'm just looking for her to find looking for her to find a place to get stopped. She did. Looking for her to find a place to get stopped. Good. There. See? So this will give her an opportunity today, after we're done, to soak on this, you know. And again, tomorrow I'm hoping that it just takes less time to get here. So she needs time to soak, kind of that penetrating period, if you will, just to mentally take in what just happened to her today. And it's amazing what that'll do. See a little pat there? Trouble. So rub, pat. Rub, rub. Rub, pat. Rub, pat. There, one pat. Whatever I can get away with without her getting too worried. There. But you can see how much difference that pat is as to the rub. It's not comforting to a horse in the beginning at all. They get to learn to where they understand that when you're patting them, that, well, they got to get used to things, you know, bumping them, but that pat takes trust. So I'll do a heck of a lot less patting than rubbing. There, one little, just a little, there. Okay. There we go. 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 So we're getting close to the end. And I just arbitrarily pick a time when things are going pretty good and we got quite a bit done. And I like to keep these sessions short, get something accomplished, get some changes for the good, and then get the heck out. So if she keeps backing up, I'll say, how about going forward if you're going to move your feet? Good. And then how about doing that? So I just redirect her. I mean, if she's going to move her feet, she might as well be moving them forward, not back. Get her stopped, let her stop herself. I'm just going to ask her to find a place. There, she's trying to stop. Good. Yeah. There. There. That's good. Find a place. Find a place. There. See how she's backing off? I don't want to. That's it. Might as well do this again. Just get stopped whenever she wants to get stopped. See, and that's just the old my idea, her idea, my idea, her idea. My idea is wanting to get her stopped, but I'll say, why don't you pick the place to stop? Otherwise, we'll just keep making it difficult for you to keep going. And if you find a place to stop, then you don't have to go. I mean, that's just basically it. Same thing. Timing up with that inside hind foot. There, she's starting to trying to get stopped. And she reconsidered. There. Good. And you'll notice now that she's not so good. She was really good on this side just a minute ago. See? Backing up. So I just keep going. There's a pretty good place there. 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 So I'm gonna see if I can untie this halter. Good. That was pretty good. So I think we had a good one today. Lots of rubbing. I'll keep her leading around and keep her going, you know, because I got to keep her going. So maybe I can lead her out somewhere in a little short field trip outside or something. But I want to get her to where I can get in close to her and touch her and rub her and all that, where she's not trying to get away. So that's what we really concentrated on today, as well as all the other stuff. Rolling the hindquarters, getting her to lead up, doing both sides, getting her better and better about her head. We got her working on her, you know, right around her nose and her lips and her mouth. She was pretty good there. And we'll come back again, hopefully tomorrow, and see what happens.